Never thought I was going to be playing at Charleston Southern, but really, I didn't know where I was going to be. I mean, funny story was I went to a junior college in Illinois for 2 years, and I redshirted my second year because I wasn't doing too well with grades. But my first year, I actually talked to Coach K's, and he had said he wanted me to come there, but I wasn't doing too well with grades, so it fell through. Fast forward 2 years later, I go to a different junior college back in California, my hometown, and I'm searching for schools, and out of nowhere, Coach Case comes calling. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. I remember this guy. And we made it happen. So, and he was actually at two different schools. He was at Radford the first time he called me, and then he was at Charleston Southern. So, yeah, that's kind of small world. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, and the program so far with him coming in, it has been a really, really quick turnaround in terms of how he's kind of taken this thing and got it rolling quickly. What is it that he's been able to do? Because you've had a first row seat. What is it that he's been able to do for the Buccaneers that's gotten this thing moving in a positive direction so quickly?
Making us follow a standard has been by far, I think, the biggest thing, holding us to a standard every single day, knowing what you got to do and doing it to a T.
Has kind of these standards really helped you elevate as a baseball player and have the success that you're having now and position you to have a future in baseball after this season's over or your college career winds down?
Well, I'll just tell you this. I've been in study hall every single year and academic meetings every single year. And then once I come here, after 1 year, I mean, I'm not in those things anymore. Grades aren't an issue for me. And it's funny. It's just a way of living almost. It's not even because of the studying or hard classes. I think classes here are harder than they were in junior college. It's just a way of living, I think, just following a standard and it changes your whole life around, really.
That's a big accomplishment to make it from JUCO to Division One. So where was the kind of breakthrough moments there that then got you to the point you're at right now?
So there's a guy named Shane Wilson and Benito Roman in Illinois, Sugar Grove, Illinois. And those guys pushed me to my limits. Those guys kicked my butt every day. I was going from a 5 a.m. baseball practice in a dome. I've never even heard of a dome from California because there's snow outside, to my JUCO practice, back to um, this other private facility with Benito. I mean, it was 3 practices a day, just getting after it, really. That I think that's what transformed me into kind of the player I am today, but the hard work and dedication was unreal. I've never even heard of practicing 3 times a day. And then out there, it's just like every other day I was doing it.
If you look back at the whole journey, where was the hardest moment you think of this whole journey so far?
One of the hardest moments I will say was mentally in junior college, just not even knowing where you're going to end up. It's scary, but you just got to trust the process.
What was the worst cafeteria meal you experienced in JUCO? I've heard some interesting stories about some of the cafeteria meals that people get out there.
You know what? My two junior colleges I went to didn't even really have a cafeteria. So that'll tell you that.
You had to learn to cook. That's a lot of guys learn to. A lot of guys get their cooking skills figured out when it kind of forces you in
Oh
junior college
yeah.
to learn how to cook for yourself.
I was shoved in a room with two other dudes. So it's 3 kids in this room, and I had a skillet on top of a desk, and I would make breakfast on that every morning and lunch and dinner.
Has it made you appreciate the accommodations at Charleston Southern a little bit more, maybe than some of your teammates that didn't have to experience that?
Yeah, when I got to Charleston Southern, I was like, so I get to sleep in my own room? Yeah, all right, I'm going.
What's been your favorite memory as a member of the Buccaneers so far?
There's just been so many. I don't know my favorite, but I think one of my favorite moments will have to be just completing the Bucks challenge in the fall. I mean, once you're done with that, all the boys are just excited. The fall is over pretty much, and we all went through the ringer for a week, and we could just play ball now. That's probably one of the greatest feelings.
What was yours this year?
Oh, it's the whole week. You go the whole week. You draft teams. Hey, my team won, by the way. W captain. Um, no, we had four teams, and you just go throughout the whole team, and you draft a team, and you just go through challenges. Really, I mean, we had a dodgeball challenge or a basketball challenge. Shout out Porter. He just dunked on everybody. That was huge. And we had like a push up, sit up, crunch challenge. Shout out Tyler. He got like 300 in 5 minutes. It was insane.
When you leave Charleston Southern, what do you want your legacy to be as a Buccaneer?
I would say just a guy that always came to the field and brought good vibes. Just someone that's good to be around, really, and a hard worker. I want to be known for busting my butt, but also knowing how to have some good friends. So that's pretty much what I'm here for. I feel like is just put in the work every day and make sure the vibes are high.